Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Wally Weasel. And here we are once more with some Rogue Traitor. It's been a few weeks, but hey, we're finally there. And I believe, where I left off, we had to go back down to Janus to deal with the lady in charge there. So we'll just continue and read up. We'll catch up with the journal and all that. Everything situated. No game, I'm not ready. Very nice. Alright. Journal, please. Okay, that's still going on there. Okay. Right. Turn to the governor. As previously agreed, the governor is waiting for the rogue trader to state the news on the rebels' fate. Right. Let's go see here. Oops. Wake up, Bonesy. Oh, and your little friend. Alright, and level up. I will level up everyone down on Janus, because it just makes sense to do it there. Yeah, we're good. Oops, sorry. Beep. Everybody here? Alright.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Level up. Huh. Alright. Form immediately heals to full wounds. Even if it has 0 wounds, the normalized, prone, and stunned effects are removed from it. Receives next 3 sub abilities class 1. Okay. So that's just for Bonesy. So everybody else just as easy? Well done. Oh, okay, it is. This is basically like a super ability. Make several attacks, the number of attacks equal to the number of prey in combat. These actions are equally divided among all prey in the bounty hunter's line of sight. Let's hit and score. Oh, let's score criticals. Should really be using the prey function more then. Take it hold. Just in the combat taxes area, every ally is in that area except the grand strategist gains an extra turn with 1 AP and 2 MP at the start of the grand strategist's next turn. Ooh. Sounds like fun. The assassin makes an attack with a current weapon in case enemies attack cannot miss and deals 50% more damage. In addition, wounds. Okay. Use an attack with a current weapon against an enemy. Okay, same thing. So the Vanguard attempts to attack each enemy that attacks the Vanguard or their allies in a 3-cell radius around the Vanguard. I kind of feel like Giant's supposed to be melee build. Ooh, everybody's so close to leveling up again. Yeah. It's like another 120 XP. Huh. So how long did we have that level for? Let's just see here. Ballistic weapon. Yeah, she is definitely meant for close hand to hand. I think. Weapon, ballistic. No, ballistic is shooty. Because Argento would have... Yeah. Okay, no.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Out of my way. I don't think this is the right way. The way is north. Let's say it's this way. This is like a big establishment. Sir, you salute me. Beep boop. Third guard bows obsequiously. Lady Von Streets, we are most delighted to welcome you as our guest. Would the ladyship prefer to speak to the governor alone or with your entourage? You know, I spoke to her alone last time. Let's speak with her with everybody. Well, let's let everybody meet her. If she trusts me, then she won't mind. That and they may all have something to say. Usually, they should probably be of assistance. Yeah, look at that smug grin. Reading a book. What a bitch. This is when she sees Mrs. Cabela standing at your side. A death cultist. Why, how unexpected. Must someone face severe punishment in the Emperor's name? Someone always does. As for who and when, the Undying One will tell. Cabela responds with dignity, seemingly oblivious to how sinister her words sound. Starvation. He neglected to mention the strange changes in the planet's flora and fauna. They pay their times in human bodies. Yeah, I found their nest. Really, your leadership? And what have you learned? I know everything, and now you have one chance to beg for mercy. Let's not waste time on meaningless chatter. Your enemies, they know the ones behind the rebellions. They're dead now. Being manipulated by Xeons. I wiped out those foul aliens, but I let the humans live. This is your concern. Everything is in. I know everything. You have a chance to pick mercy. Well, they were. Xenos and Janus. What horror has been heard lurking right in our doorstep. A debt of that cannot be repaid, your ladyship. Before you, It will be your weapon to sleep in vain. You can no longer hide behind the veil of ignorance. Ylliet has seen the evidence of your deeds, heard the cries of the tormented Ylliet. Yeah. Walked amidst the caves you have brought to Maiden World. Enough of your lies, chaos wretch. Yrliet! How dare you filthy vermin! I will have you flayed for that outburst. Your ladyship, what is going on? The colors are darting to and fro like startled shadows. The colors know that they are the veil that stands between the soul and the truth. If the veil falls, all will turn red and purple. Even now, I can already see the muted purple sleeping through. That their loyalty lies with the ruinous powers. Indeed, so hard you hear a crack. I, daughter of House Viat, governor of Janus and children of Imperium, serve no other than the Emperor in von Schweet's dynasty. And what are you accusing me of? Is merely a tool at my disposal. A tool that I have the power and courage to use. Do you think ordinary methods would have been enough to tame this demented planet? No. My family struggled for decades to subdue Janus once and for all, and it was all in vain. Jeez, here comes the big monologue. The loyal servants of those families who have resided on Janus for centuries helped me to unlock a new source of power, ancient knowledge secretly passed down from generation to generation, accessible to a select few. What is the von Schweet's to do? It's basically delusion to think that she's doing good. Gifted keys of conquering the world. She's just going to keep going. We offered my ears with more accusations and more admonitions. Remember who skillfully served your dynasty all these years. So basically, you've been a good girl and you did a bad thing, and now you're like, but I was a good girl. More worlds without your treachery and conspiracy to do. My sacrifice to for nothing. Assassination unworthy of the world's governor. You expect to be rewarded for faithful service and boast about a sacrifice you should never have made? Exactly. Cassia's got it. She knows what this is all about. The only truly angelic voice of this world is going to roll like thunder right about. Your wicked deeds will not go unpunished, heretic. Now, like honey to one's ears, wouldn't you agree? What more proof do you need, Elatok, that Mon Kay have confessed to her handiwork? It's me like you. Theodora knew about your inclination. You're not saving Janus or improving it, and you are destroying this world with your own hands. Yeah, you're killing workers, and it's not working. You know, because who's going to build the farms when people are dying? For what I'm about to say, your ladyship, but you're lying. I'm not blind. I can see how Janus is changing. How it is becoming tamer, more submissive to the will of humanity. Will of humanity or the will of rebellion? His powers are sense. You are a strong ruler with natural aptitude and talent for making people see things only as you wish. Never considered the possibility that someone could do the same to you? Yes, this is a soul. The world isn't a soul. The world's not alive. Come on. The last time you left your estate, again, one of those look around you type deals. Attack. Let's try the iconoclast. Let's try to talk some reason into her. Aye. There's falls silent and then cries out suddenly, falling to her knees. You see a bloody stain seeping along her back. We see somebody stabbing her in the back. That's what we saw. Maid of honor. Opinion behind a sense of traitor. The prince saw your treachery. You can die along with a traitor, Vistenza. Oh, is she talking to me or Vistenza? Doing something.
There will be no peace in my wake.
We close these doors.
Oh,
we level up again.
Let us seize the moment.
Let's take care of this. AP increase. The 20th character level. Okay. Weapons skill. Actually, no. Ballistic skill. Yeah, that's good. So everybody just gets AP. Yep, everybody gets AP. Yeah, ballistic skill, please. Oh. All characters attacked by an ally, non-damaging, affected. Okay, so if I affect her with Cassia's thing there, that should be good, right? With her receive charm will defend them. Some intelligence. Make her smarter. Have her read some books. Agility, please. Perception for sniping. Toughness. Don't need you to be squishy. Okay, somebody want to do this, please?
And done.
No, really? We can't loot her body?
Curiosity sings in my veins.
One sec. Okay. No, no, no! Oh, that was just Bonesy.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Oh, apparently it did. At least you dodged it. Don't run on these things. Stop. Why is everybody running forward?
The stars join me in prayer. I'm restless. What deeds await us? Failed.
You failed. You're the one who ran for the... disarm the trap.
The Emperor sets my path. To the ordinary, I am an enigma. Huh? My pleasure. Oh, what lies beyond?
I don't know. That's what we're seeing. It's like a musical room. A couple of doors. A stage. Not a lot of spaces to hide people. Which is fine. It's not all, Mass Effect where every fight has to have like a waist-high walls. Hi.
A tantalizing anomaly.
Steal their stuff.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Okay, kind of a different portrait for her. Okay, this is where everybody is. Oh, okay.
I will revel in your suffering.
Damn it. Alright. I didn't think that these two were here. I was thinking that I could split up my group and have a couple here, and then a couple more coming from here. But oh well. Okay. Okay, Cassia and Yrliet are first. So not a lot of spaces. Go, okay, let's move. Blocked. Fine, go right there for right now. Yeah, a lot of these guys are gonna have to be in behind something. So you can get Yrliet in behind here. Yeah, okay. So their sniper is back. Cassia. Cassia back there. Oh, Cassia's right there. Who's that then? That's Jai. What's Jai doing there? Jai, you move up here for now. Cassia. Actually, I guess that's fine. I guess Cabella's fine too. I can try out her ability. Jai, I guess I don't. Yeah, I don't want you. Yeah. Box. Okay, let's remove Jai back here then. Because it's going to be a while until it's her turn. Magenta. Doesn't look like it's too long until your turn. Yeah, because these guys will all have to run in. So I think I can sell with Magenta at least up here. But you can kind of. Oh no, it's not really ducking. You know what? No. Magenta right here. Okay, so don't go down there. Okay, let's do this thing. Big.
Isn't this a job for the servants? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay, kill them.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
We have movement points. Should you have like a couple of movement points? What are movement points?
The shadows will see it done.
Well, screw it. That's all I can do. You can't move. Damage, range attacks. Can't tell if I'm attacks per turn. It doesn't probably.
Another soul slips beyond the veil. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Plus attack. No, just do a target attack on this hombre.
If it serves your I deal death with my hands.
Good, good.
If I must. I understand your intent.
My faith strengthens me.
Faith shields me.
Ow.
Weapon at the ready.
Running gun, you can't do that. That's my move. Not Bonesy. Oh, there's two demonettes. Okay, so she's just gonna keep summoning those guys. So if that's the case, I should probably move a couple down there. I think I want to land you to go down there. The loser who is there it is.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Yeah.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Damn it. Control shot.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
You hit anybody?
I will not.
Oh, sorry, you ended the effect.
Death to non-believers.
Well, he's actually coming around. Good. He sucked ass.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
too far for laser beam.
Going somewhere.
Good. Wait, something's going on with Cabela. Maybe she was just stunned, or... Really?
This tedium is beneath. I am not your Zeus pet monkey.
Damn it.
Stay vigilant.
Where are you going? Oh.
Break their morale.
Accept it. Embrace it.
Dare you!
God damn it.
Give in to sensation.
That bitch better be like super weak if she keeps being able to summon these
Embrace it.
things.
War is my muse. Let's see.
Damn it. Before...
Schemes within schemes within schemes.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Damn.
Give in to sensation.
Don't get too cocky.
Sorry, Lanya, I might hit you.
I can do that. Never cross a Kazbalikan.
You okay? Yeah, you're fine.
Trust me.
Good.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. As honor ordains.
I am
Are you a
uncharted.
traitor or a
Sorry, Cassia.
Trust me.
Too far. Whoops! Ah, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go back.
I move swiftly to strike.
As you saunter over.
If it serves your cause. This is hidden from my sight.
Good.
I am not your Z. Monkey.
Follow my lead.
Embrace excess. Spurn monotony.
Okay, I think it's because she's got somebody right in her face. Fine. Yeah.
Even I won't do that. Oh. Fate's claims. Another one.
Woof.
Rejoice in battle.
You can hit.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Did you get her? I don't think so.
Watch my back. Tell me, and it is done. You're not.
I won't sully myself with that.
You're available.
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. How about no?
Yeah, she can.
I your blade and shield.
What you can do right there. Cancia. Yeah, let's just finish this off there, Cancia. Come on, you do it. You didn't get to attack last time, so.
I'm afraid not. If I may, as duty demands.
Yrliet lowers her weapon, but her shoulders remain tense. She finally catches her breath, shaking her hair out of the faces of a fluid motion, and looks at you. You've done your duty, Owlcat. From now on, as hope, the Lilith. As hope for the future, a future without Sailor Tresh and her followers. This world has yet to be cleansed, but there is a time for everything. Now is the time to thank you. Nose your head slightly. Hope you will last. At least, I hope that's the last I'll hear about the cultists and Janus. So the heretic is dead. Now what? There's no doubt that our visit has stirred up the inhabitants of this place, but it is unlikely that their devotion to She Who Thirsts will outweigh their fear of your authority. It was based on your society. You have nothing to fear. But who's in charge now? Do I just put someone in charge? James, in the future, I must keep an eye on my worlds. Possibly.
Patience!
They feared.
I
My
woke
nerves
up
are
with a
frayed.
feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby.
Knife.
A
That's it? You don't have
child
like a
was
special
saved
knife or
from
something?
Death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, how intriguing.
Oh. Everybody out. Everybody out. Why can't I want to examine the trap. Who was that?
There will be no peace in my wake.
God damn it, Argenta. Stop setting off every single goddamn trap. Ten strength.
A job for me.
Let us seize the moment.
Sorry, Camilla. No. 6 strength should improve her attacking anyway. You don't have a cape yet. Plus 15 to... Who's either? Don't need some.
Curiosity.
Trading is just my
You
thing.
don't need
It
some
takes skill
auto
and
stim thing.
talent.
You're fine. So get some of these demonettes or whatever. not going to ask about that. Okay, I guess there's something we can do about... Oh, come on. Nothing we can do about that. Not that I really care.
Dead rock encased in metal. Monkey structures are repellent. I could never live in such a place.
Well, luckily for you, you don't have to. Secretary is shaking in terror, looking around in the devastation. Ladyship, what happened? Where is Lady Viet? Secretary stares at Yrliet in horror. His face twists, but he cannot seem to get out a single word. Distinct threats. Corruption of chaos in the form of Viet and their associates has been executed as a traitor. Viet has been tragically perished at the hands of Orpheus traitors to the Imperium who are infiltrated the inner circle. She must be avenged. Hunt down and execute the conspirators. Don't ask questions. Out of the way. Oh, she wasn't executed as a traitor. I wasn't going to kill her. I was going to take her in. And so she's in the Xenos who had manipulated the servants of the Imperium. I dealt with both of them. Heresy? Xenos? Secretary makes a protective gesture in the air. Preserve us, your ladyship. You have surely saved us from our doom. Mainly begins scouring the planet to root out the remaining conspirators and traitors. It's better if just bow his head. You better bow.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see.
Bye, everybody. Wasn't that a fun fight? What? Okay, let's get back to our ship.
The stars are my canvas, and anarchy is my brush. In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Stop smoking up my ship. Okay, we now have control of the criminals. Janice, the promises to help unleash a footfall. Do send provisions to footfall. Do not send supplies to footfall. Well, I got classed. Experience, factor gains, iconoclast plus 15. We'll praise the rogue trader who spared them the painful choice between starvation and succumbing to the reign of Insenia Corda. Welcome to the new rogue trader, the Adeptus Mechanicus' planetary office brought to the ship an offering of several versatile macrome binds, ancient machines whose carcasses has been found on Janus and carefully restored. The sacred steel titans will serve the Von Schwartz dynasty. Okay. Why are there all these? project. Oh, it is lost their titles. A new nobility of Chem Princes. The subjects be proved capable of science governance. Many among Genesis ability thought the planet there to be replaced with more enterprising servants. A small but ambitious syndicate belonging to the Compelled mission has contacted the rogue trader with a lowly request to entrust governance of Janus to them. Ailing, and who better to cure it than the sage generators of the mages? Tears of repentance and then continued tears of repentance. Sure. Okay, so I guess we come back at some point in time after... Wait. Installing now. Okay. I guess we gotta figure that out as we go. Let's go back to this ship and talk to Yrliet. Okay, where does she hang out? At the front. I think that's her. Yeah, we tried to talk to her before and she wouldn't say anything. She wasn't like really a part of our crew yet, but let's see if she'll talk now. Ooh, she is. It follows the buzz of rumors about Xenos ravaging the sector. Do you think it could be your kin from Theodora?
Is that snake venom seeping from your lips? We, the children of Azurian, are no strangers to the art of war. We are not raiders, or butchers, or least of all, fools. When a craft world is beset by calamity, its inhabitants do not start a war with every monkey in the sector. If you are looking for enemies, look for them elsewhere.
Oh, well, let me check something here. Yeah, sorry about that. They're calling for thunderstorms, and I just wanted to see if it was raining, and indeed it was. No thunder yet, but indeed it is raining. What happened to your home world?
It is a mystery as inscrutable as the sigh of the last immortal, as deep as the waters of a dark ocean. And I can tell you little, for I was far away, on a mission with my unit. We returned at the appointed hour, but we did not find Kruderok in its celestial harbor. It happened many journeys ago, or standard years, as you say. But I remember that moment as if it happened this very day. The memory of a loss is always stronger than the memory of a gain, especially when you lose something as significant as a home, or an entire world.
Go on.
We searched, we called out, we looked everywhere, but we saw only emptiness, and the echo of calamity. Countless days passed before I found myself on the Lilithon and met some of my kin. Those refugees who had barely managed to reach our ancestral planet. Their stories were far from being the fruit of truth I so badly craved. Those who agreed to talk to me were few, for most saw me as a wayward daughter who had spurned the honorable paths. And they would not stop babbling about the terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit and deadened our world one segment after another. The ones who survived fled in fear and wandered between the stars, until the Lilithon's warm light reached out to some of them.
Go on.
Some, like Muaran, lay the blame entirely on Monkey. However, I do not know the truth, but I hope, oh, I desperately hope and pray to the gods that someday it will be revealed to me.
Stop calling us monkeys. What is an Infinity Circuit?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the Monkey?
Yes.
Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Assyrian? Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in the font of my people's deepest mysteries.
You just don't know. Carry these crystal spirit stones. I want to know what they are. Is that what's in your head? Okay, I can't really see it. It's kind of like the exact same size. Kind of looks like it's in her forehead. I need a closer look on my computer.
You are talking about something you cannot comprehend, Elentark. Waystones are not mere trinkets worn by my people. They are something greater. From birth until the last breath, the Spirit Stone belongs only to its owner, serving as an ever-present reminder that we are mortal. For it is the first refuge of the mind and the last refuge of the soul, which Silent-Thresh is so eager to devour.
Go on. Wait. Silent-Thresh. You mentioned that before. Emperor Chaos God. Oh, okay.
The souls of the children of Assyrian move into the stones after death, and then they become a part of the Infinity Circuit on a craft world, so they can serve their people even when the body is gone. There is no crime more despicable than harming a Waystone and dooming the immortal soul of a child of Assyrian to an eternity of torment in the maw of she who thirsts.
Go on.
We need Waystones as desperately as darkness needs starlight, and Monkey need air. And so we are bound to wander the galaxy in search of the old worlds that might give another craft world hope for existence. Each Monkey's heart is one of your lives. Each Waystone is the preserved soul of a child of Assyrian.
Okay. Well, what was your life before? Or what was like before it fell? Assuming full of other elves?
Kruderok cannot be described in your language. It can only be sung, encased in a filigree of sounds, a melody as complex and delicate as the Infinity Circuit, its energy network. It can be seen in the golden hues of sunlight, felt in the breath of celestial winds. Though it was an artificial world, it was just as alive as any real planet.
Well, it's not that anymore.
But I must see clearly. Not only light, but also shadows. I yearn to remember only Cruderok's beauty, but it had a dark side too. My world was isolated for too long. Like a lake of stagnant water, there was no movement or renewal, and even the sweetest outbursts of life soon turned fetid. Who knows? Who knows? Had there been no stagnation, had our elders not been so blind in their dogmatism and our youths not lacking in courage, then perhaps Crudorok would still be alive even now?
Maybe. 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 But then we wouldn't have you here. How do craft rolls even work?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asuryan? Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in one of my people's deepest mysteries.
I'm assuming they're no different than, like, you know, worlds where we just grow stuff for other worlds. You know, like Janus was. Big, ancient Chinese secret or whatever. And with the history.
I am afraid your life is too fleeting, and your memory too feeble to encompass the entirety of my knowledge.
Will you just give it a chance?
My people ruled the stars when yours did not even have a name. But many of our songs and stories were lost, stolen by she who thirsts.
Good.
I can tell you the children of Asuryan lived, created, caressed the stars as if they were pearls on a string, until Cylon Thresh smothered our empire in her terrifying embrace. Different branches of the Eldari chose different paths to salvation. My ancestors chose an eternal journey through the starry void, living on craft worlds instead of real planets. We rescued countless wonders from the days before, but far from all. You saw this on the Lilithon. Not even we can always master the gates our ancient ones built. This is the story of the Azuryani. There are branches that chose a different path, gruesome and frightening. But I do not wish to tell you about them.
Why not?
That is our dark side, just as your kin have many dark sides of their own.
You mentioning She Who Thirsts. What can you tell me about her?
Why ask this question?
Because I want to.
Is it idle curiosity, or something else? Do not turn your thoughts towards Cylon Thresh, whatever your motive. She is downfall. She is hunger. She is the enemy of all that is good in the universe. She is an enemy to the Eldari, and I hope to you as well.
Chaos gods are the enemies of the Imperium, which means they are the enemies. You sure of that? There's nothing wrong with curiosity, idle knowledge. This is my ship. The Imperium, which means they are my enemies. Yeah.
We are as different as starlight and its reflection in a muddy puddle. But we share a common enemy. Constancy is our strength.
Alright, fine.
As you wish, Elentark.
What gift will there give to someone they like? Tell them to ask personal questions. See if we can't get her to at least appreciate us, you know?
What do you wish to talk about?
Remind me again, how did you come to Janus?
The children of Asuryan sought shelter on the Lilithon after the demise of our craft world. Alcruderach. I arrived later, looking for traces of my kin and hoping to learn the fate of my world. They witnessed the baneful ignorance of your breed and began to weave a web of their own intrigues in which I played the role of Vistenza Viat's aide. And then you appeared.
That's right. Who were you before you became Janus?
I followed my path.
Ooh, capital.
Do you know what a path is to the children of Asuryan? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace.
Go on.
The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could have been that of a warrior, but I chose differently. For the ability to see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the wisdom of a Farseer who dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle.
Yep.
It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuryani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy.
I guess this is kind of a world. It's a
The
world within a
words
ship.
of truth sound like music. This is what our people say.
Okay, starting to get a little better towards me. Your kin in your home world. This is
I
it.
refuse to discuss this with a monkey. We are but traveling companions who happen to be following the same road among the stars. Do not even try to get under my skin. It will not work.
Okay, you should know that this is the channel that fronts Lae'zel, okay? So what are you discussing your own kin? What do you think is happening on Janus right now?
The Lilithon is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thrash. Gardens and birds, animals and people. Many are gone forever, and even more are corrupted beyond healing. But the Lilithon is stronger. This world will live.
Go on.
Under the watchful eye of my kin, the Lilithon could have regained her freedom, perhaps even awoken from her centuries of slumber. Could have. But now we will never know.
She turns away. So I'm certain that just like, relationships or what have you, I have to prove myself curious about the Xenos in order for her to actually want to talk about them. So if I ask this, she's probably just going to say the same thing again, or just get all pissed off. Strange. Larry, to be following a human? Yeah.
The outcasts my path led me to had a saying. Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff, grab the roots and do not ask if they belong to a weed or a noble rosebush.
Makes sense.
You are the root I grabbed, Ilantak.
You're welcome.
Because I fell off a cliff. My homeworld is gone. My kin are either dead or hiding no one knows where. By joining forces with you, I may be able to nurture a seedling of the truth I so deeply yearn for.
Leave my void ship? No. Yeah. What did Adari give to someone they liked?
Our species are too different from one another. What touches our souls is unlikely to make a significant impression on your kind. Just as I find your concept of offering material gifts to be clumsy and primitive.
Huh. Not gonna say anything? Alright, well, let's catch up with everybody else. Since we're in a talking mood.
Lord,
Okay.
Lord Captain.
Awesome. Okay. Heinrichs, do you got anything?
You have my complete attention.
Aboard Yrliet, I'd like to hand Xenos over to the Inquisition. Let's use this to care of Theodora. No. Oops. I don't care about you.
Greetings.
Away.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Well, then have more to say.
Too many colors. The hues flicker and intersperse, merging into a single wave. It's about to crash. Forgive me, but I cannot satisfy your curiosity at this time. Perhaps later.
Yes, you can. You just don't want to.
I have enjoyed your company.
Helena.
Thank you for the conversation.
Meow. Meow.
Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
Right now you're just around to feed the bear, or
Domin,
whatever. Nice. Ooh, something new?
you wish to discuss this again? The
Really
path
feel no pain at all?
you can see for yourself.
Oh, okay, it's just the same thing.
You honor me by taking me at my word. It is not difficult to speak the truth. May the Undying One shroud your footsteps from the faithless.
Meow.
The Omnissiah knows all. May your labors be effective and fruitful.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored without our little talk, Shireen?
Get off my ship. We need to discuss what's going on between us. Is that going to lead to anything?
Is there a sweeter subject in the universe to discuss, Shireen? You have my full attention.
You like being with me? When will you finally come to my chambers?
Hush, Shireen. Let's not scare off the wonderful feeling that weaves a pattern of passion between us in silken thread. Soon.
But I want to
Then
have
let us
sex
both be
now.
silent together about this beautiful feeling, Shireen. Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Whimper, whimper. No, I don't care what. No, not him. Nope, nope. Jesus. Okay, well, might as well hit up these different planets. Celestial. Sure. Oh, do I have to come back for these? Snow World. Okay, who the hell's naming these places? Also, why is Yrliet up on front? Management. Okay, where do we go to? Oh. How do we downgrade the hall? Okay, I could upgrade the RAM. It's fine, we'll give it more armor. Okay, so I guess for this we'd have to actually get into fights. Okay, is there anybody better at some of these things? No, you're still the best cannoneer. Shield Master. So that's pretty good at shield mastering, but no. Still weak. Weak. Okay. That's kind of tied. Minus 170. Yeah, because they're not really warp channelers. Plus, it does give Yrliet something to do. Oh! There we go. That's fine. Because, yeah, Cassius has enough time to be the navigator. Okay, that's fine. Let's... Okay, we're done here. Deadly. How's it deadly? We're just going right back to where we were. The tranquility of Warp's jump was disturbed by the reports of frightening sounds and visions that descended upon the crew. Hundreds of people reported knocking and screaming behind the bulkhead of the void vessel. The sound of nails scratching against the hull of the elongated Eldari shadow, like shadows threatening passageways. Phenomena. I don't know why I had such struggle with that. Were most prominent in the far corner of the officer deck, and the new Lord Captain's companion named Yrliet had made her home. Captain, we have an emergency. We have received a word that there has been a sighting over the lower decks. A sighting of Lady Theodora. The messages we received are incomplete and vague, little more than yelling and historical claims. There are reports of casualties and unrest. The compartment in question has already been sealed off, but I thought you might want to look into what's going on yourself. The situation is delicate and disturbing. There are mentions of Yrliet being present at the scene. I'll deal with it myself. Alright, do we have to kill Adira? Okay. I guess it's through there.
One step at a time.
Okay.
Amidst the madness.
There we go.
And done.
Order, alright. Okay, we don't have any of those. We don't have Pascal. Hey, I kept your thing on the wall. No days to grace us with their presence. Another gaggle of heretics and traitors thirsting to get their due for what they've done, or is it the leader herself who has finally grown tired of hiding behind others? Theodora von Schweetz is before you, and she looks grotesque. A whole yawn's wide in her chest, rusted hooks protrude from beneath her skin, and they couldn't have updated her profile for that? The scar cuts across her throat. The figure flickers as though it's dropping in and out of reality. It looks at you with whitish eyes of a corpse and smiles venomously. Rogue traitor, you read at last. I've grown tired of waiting for you to pay me a visit. Nothing inspiring. Her mocking tone turns distaste. Indeed, centuries of selfless toil and effort. Everything I left behind has gone to this non-entity. What illusion be gone? Gentle my dear, there's no need to make such a fuss. Why don't we sit down over a couple of recap and we used to? Listen to your rapturous tales of sacred relics, importance, and your special path. You must have been so lonely without me here. No one else is willing to listen to your ravings or help you with your childish treasure hunt. The last Hey, I want to talk to her. She just has nothing to say. Down with Theodora. The undying one does not relinquish souls that have come to him. Such is the absolute truth. You are the thief of names. Each child in the world is limited to the darkness of the lower decks of the worlds of your vizier. You know nothing of the truth or death. You do not even know the first thing about yourself. What are you? You dare say that to me, little girl? I am Theodora von Schweetz, Massimo Garis, rogue traitor of the Imperium and commander of this voyage ship. Alas, my glorious voyage. My life was ended in the dullest way possible, by death. A nuisance I staved off as long as I could, but do not weep for me, my girl. I am still keeping an eye on my property and punishing all those who failed me. Her rotten teeth and a snarl, her laughter piercing. With me, why were you waiting for me? Theodora is dead. There is no coming back from that. And what have you done with her? Yeah, where's my bitch? Am I done with Adira? All I did was turn that little mutt from the fingers to a true servant of the Imperium. I gave her toys. I cleaned up after her antics. I provided her with everything she could ever dream of. Great plans for poor little Adira. Are you waiting for me? Yeah. These matters are so dire that the pleas of one of my servants breached death's veil to reach my ears. How could I ignore such a desperate cry for help, and for my little dear, no less? And once I appeared here, of course I have met the pretender who has allowed this horrible state of affairs. I'm sorry we cannot help you, but do not belong here. Go back to the abyss you call out of. Laughs. The sky in her throat opens with a wet, sucking noise, curving into a horrible facsimile of a smile. Feel sorry for me, wretched, spineless creature. No, the only one worthy of pity here is you, girl. But do not expect any. I'm here to console you. Oh, no. I'm here to seek retribution against all who failed me. My brainless crew, my useless officers, my pathetic servants who turn their backs on their mistress in the darkest hour. Worst of all, you, my dear heir, you have undeservedly claimed the warrant and everything else that is mine, and drag it all from the warp with me, including you! Hey, good of you guys to just kind of hide behind the corner. Thanks.
Patience! Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Oh,
Too hard for a simple monkey.
The flesh seems to have melted at this edges of the coated, sticky mucus. Oh, it's not here. Okay, so they've basically been driven mad. Reloaded into the macro cannon breach. Okay. Hello again. Remember her being around here somewhere. Hey, if we kill her and we steal her cape, can we give the cape to Cabela? She needs a cape. Why would you look at your captain, Yrliet? Because she's right here, at the bottom of the steps. It's all wrong. Look at her, they're all my little Yrliets, utterly trapped in her visions. What are your doubts? Captain, he turns her head to you, but her demented gaze only rests briefly on your face before sliding away. Up close you can see that the base of one of Adira's temples implants has blackened and melted. No, wait, Lord Captain, Lady von Schweetz raises her eyes to Theodora, who stands before her. Tears stream down Adira's cheek. You came back! Adira clacks her tongue in sympathy, reaching out to tenderly stroke Adira's hair. Poor little Yrliet. There. How could I not come? You were crying for me so desperately. Your pleas carried to the very depths of the warp itself. Can the bird just kind of peck at her head? Kind of, knock some sense into her? Silent drops from her mutilated face. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you warn me? Answer me, you insignificant wretch, or I'll drag the answers out of you myself. There's digs under there, scalp melting, no resistance. Maybe no resistance. Yrliet lets out a soul-chilling howl and tries to grab the hand tearing into her. Her fingers pass through the monster's flesh. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that could have had anything to do with you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain, I failed. Yrliet breaks into a strangled scream, and you feel the most filling air around you growing rapidly cold. He swings her weapon up and aims at Yrliet, who is struggling in the monster's hole. This sort of battle looks also don't have mercy. Hey, no killing until I say so. She wrinkles her nose at your shudder command and lowers her weapon for 3 centimeters. She does not put it away. He was going to snap out of it, or I'll shoot you myself. Here I am, your captain, not her. Listen to me, snap out of it. She shudders and goes limp. She blinks, disoriented, and looks at you. Lord Captain, you're someone who's doing something on the ship. The warp person. Damn it! Theodora shoves the psyker away with his low snarl. The rogue traitor's body begins to change, losing its human shape. Chaos will devour you. It will devour everyone responsible for my death. Die! Die, you delectation of my lord! Huh. She's got friends.
Another annoyance!
I will fight if I must.
Oh, okay. There's a few more down here. So is Yrliet like a guest character? she's in the lineup, so not necessarily say a guest character, but okay. Put Cassia here. I put Cabela here. Going here. So we'll put Bonesy back there. Should actually be moving those guys as well. See, it's not too. A couple of ants. Okay, so Argenta is like right at the end. So wherever I put her, I need to be familiar with that. You know what? I want to put her right there. Right here. Yeah, because then if they come up, then I can just, yeah. Okay, Yrliet. That should be fine. And then Jay. I think right there should put you out of, them. Keep you close enough for other things. Okay, that's good.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I shall not fail. The other side awaits.
Good.
I bring mercy and retribution. As the tenant, killing brings me no pleasure.
I think Cabela's. You know what? Let's move her back. I don't know if I could move her. Take care of these two worker ants. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move her.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Don't want to hurt her.
If only that were possible. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord
You're just kind of
Captain.
standing out in the middle a little bit. Good. Is it rolling? Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What are you doing? I was kidding. Ow. Gonna have her go down here.
comes in silence. As honor or day come, the other side awaits. Trust me, death is a blessing. I shall not fail. Trust me.
So long, sucker.
Quick, quick!
Don't punch people.
This way!
Aim for the heart next time. What is this foreboding?
Okay, so Yrliet is controlled by the CPU. Ow!
Protect me.
Yeah. Cassie's kind of in my way. You know what? It'll be fine. Ooh, but it could just go right through her.
Through the smoke and gunfire!
Yeah, who's my perfect spot though?
A genius at work!
Oh, I was in the Yrliet.
Cleanses the body!
Ow. Huh? Okay. Oh, because... Right.
This tedium is beneath me. I hear you moving. No more. If it serves your cause.
I can handle this.
Fusion shot.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! Faith without deeds. You, my emperor! I thought we were good.
Oh, sorry. I mean, kind of makes sense.
I'll do it. The enemies of the emperor will be undone.
As
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'm enraged!
Okay, no one for... I don't know, I want you over here.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
Yeah.
I can do that, with the right incentive.
Duck, Cabela!
Flames! Another one.
Am I getting paid? Going somewhere?
Okay, Yrliet? Yeah, you're fine. 2 more enemies. One of them's down there. Oh, no, 3 more. Yes, yeah.
I have read tomes of military tactics. Another foe painted black.
Anybody within shooting range of this guy? Damn. Okay, well. Give yourself some defense.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Go get him, Cabela.
I know what is to come.
The boiling energies of the war.
An intriguing phenomenon.
There. All good. Theodora stares at you with the crazed eyes while clutching the wounds of her head. At first, no sound comes from the moving, and then she coughs weakly, whispers, "Captain, is it really you?" "Yep, and during the fight, somebody shot you. It was the Void Monster." That's how we're remembering it. Look on Theodora and watches closely. Your duty, kill Theodora, die heretic. She claims that you called her. Is this true? Are you alright? Let's ask if she's alright first. Pulls her hand from her head and tries to wipe away the tears, leaving bloody marks on her face. Then she touches her burnt implant, frowning. "I don't know. I should be quiet, but in my head, the whispering's louder. It shouldn't be like that." No, die! No. Abomination claims you have called her. Is that true? Me? Did I? Yes, Lord Captain. I think it was me who called her. I can barely remember the voices, my old good whispers. They suddenly turned red, sharp. They started cutting, tearing, ripping me to pieces. I cried out. I called for help, and she came. Theodora groans and clutches her head. Damn it. Why are the voices making so much noise now? Shut up. Shut up. Because I'm talking to you. That's what people do. They talk to each other. They have things to say. Has anything like this ever happened to you before? The previous rogue trader has been seen on the ship recently. Was that your doing? That happened to you? This? Never. Well, there was something, but it was difficult. Or different. Wasn't as strong or as terrifying. Apparitions appeared, mechanisms malfunctioned, the crew lost their minds. Dira breaks off, but Lady von Schweetz knew about that. She said it was a small price to pay, an acceptable expense. No psyker is immune to it. What happened here was just a mistake. I won't do it again. Stretches her lips in a helpless smile, looking at you, past you. There'll be no more mistakes, Lord Captain. Grit your teeth. This is not the first time Heretic has caused the death of her crew. Do you remember the incident on the mid-deck, Dira? What did those honest souls ever do to deserve such a fate? To be turned into mutants and attack their own families? You're a monster, a heretic. Do you have any humanity left in you? Admit what you are. Okay, Argenta, I said, no killing people until I tell you to. You don't point and shoot until I point at someone and says shoot them. Quit your preaching. You're the worst of everyone here. Yeah, because you can barely hit anything. Even if you're like point blank, you'd probably miss her. I did a couple of times when I had had too much to drink. At the time, I thought I heard her voice among all the whispers in my head. The voice was so sad, so clear. I couldn't help myself. I answered, and I hoped I could reach her there. I must live ever since she died, since I first heard her voice in my head. Whispers have gotten louder, clearer, harder to resist. More whisper in your head. Are you answered? Are you insane? Succeeded? Alright. You don't know what it's like. The most important person in your life, who's now gone forever, suddenly starts talking to you inside your head. How could I not reach her? I had to. She falls silent for a moment. When she next begins to speak, it is barely an audible whisper. I know what you're thinking. During the warp jump, when Lady Theodora came out toward us, I was thinking about the meeting. I keep blaming myself. Why didn't I divine it? Why didn't I stop her, kill her? These thoughts have been playing in my back of my mind day after day, choking me with guilt. And do you know what the one on the other officer's deck? I don't know what that was. Time here. This was the product of my guilt. An accuser straight out of my own mind. So what am I supposed to do with you? Turns sharply to face you. Yrliet, I know after everything I've done, you have no faith in my willpower or my strength, but I can fix everything. It's just I'm not my best, you see. And maybe we can find a way to replace my implants, or some other remedy, a better one. Lady von Schweetz said that such a thing could be found, not here, then elsewhere. Just didn't need it before, but we just need to find it. We need to figure out where to look for it, and we'll get it. And until then, I'll keep myself on a tight leash. Can I hold the leash? Happen to my crew, if we look for this remedy, I want to help you in here. We'll think of something that interests me as long as you keep yourself. I'm not going to kill you, but keeping you and my crew is dangerous. Alright, and escort her from the ship at the first orbital station we come to. What'll happen to my crew? Pull myself together, Lord Captain. The death of Lady von Schweetz knocked me for 6. I'll get myself under control. No more booze, no more obscura, nothing. And I'll stop walking around the lower decks. I'll be stone cold sober. Just tears from her from her face. We'll think of something. She faces her hands and tries to hold back the tear. Her sobs. Thank you, Yrliet. I won't let you down. It's Captain. Make a mistake, Lord Captain. Perhaps we will find something to slowly climb, but we will not stop it. Only a miracle can save Adira's to us now. Well, we have the God Emperor, Argenta. Note the word God. There are stories about ways of extending Psyker's life, but I don't think you'll like all of them. Dira awkwardly shakes her strained clothing. I think I'd better, with your permission, Lord Captain, step back and faints. Captain Voxmaster's shaking voice comes out over the comm feed. Receiver report that the shooting on the lower deck had stopped. I presume you have brought the situation under control, awaiting further instructions. Dira's alive. Bring her to the Shurigans and have them see to her. Here's what happened was entirely the fault of Theodora. And put her out through her airlock. Of course, Lord Captain, as you command.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
One and it's done.
Okay. It's a lot of psyker stuff. French. Pilot bombardier. Pilot bombardier.
Is it seemly for valued servants of the Emperor to huddle together in such a squalid abode?
We attach importance to other things, Beni Cassia. Ascesis is how we achieve self-perfection. Our feats of faith are our gold, and the prayers written upon our walls serve as our murals.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
That's right. They will. We'll buy them glasses. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so she's just right back to where she was before. I don't see her birdie. Oh, there she is. Have you recovered? It's been like 2 seconds.
I'm not going to lie. I haven't. Maybe I never will. But I'm not hearing random voices anymore. And I haven't been calling anyone from the other side. No. All that's done with. After what you did for me, I can't let you down again.
You let Yrliet do the promise to help her. Ah, crap.
Yes, ma'am, Lord Captain. We will. Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
Okay. Does Argenta have anything to say about that? Here's the next most vocal.
Greetings.
Nope, okay. Back to the Expanse. Is there like a giant thing or something? Cauldron looks fun. Winter scales. Oh, okay. Hey, we got an in on there. Chart course, deadly. Where am I? Where am I? There I am, okay. I kind of want to start going towards, well, this one's got all the markers, so this is probably like a quest one. The forces report that your pet Yrliet is in a foul mood, moving toward the captain's bridge. We didn't have to stop her. I expect you a difficult conversation ahead of you. Oh, she's my pet. Okay, good. Aw, she wants a bell for her collar. Am I already facing her? Nope, I'm gonna do that. Cool. What dost thou want?
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Yrliet.
Aw, she's being polite. This is her wanting a little bell for her collar. And quietly approaches beside the throne, exhaustion and anger set upon her brow.
Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures?
Go on.
And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Unspeakable heresy. And I apologize for it. I wouldn't mind going somewhere private with you either. If you dislike how my people behave, try to spend more time somewhere. Really so offended by it?
Try to imagine, Yrliet, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
Well, I mean, people are into some weird things. So I don't have a chance either then? Recognizing Xenos unspeakable heresy. This isn't the time to flirt. People have behaved contemptibly, and I apologize for it. I am sorry about the thought of a human. Sorry. Does that mean that well, humans are animals? Or a docile pet? No, she's my pet. Everyone's already calling her that. Maybe we'll get used to it. You just okay. Does that mean that all humans are animals? Yeah.
No. Your kind, simple souls and narrow minds are the root of all these flaws.
Continue.
Narrow minds and simple souls. Every day, I feel as if I am caught in a trap, surrounded by a pack of wild animals.
The human race is
surprised to find my kin, but everything has its limit.
Perhaps it would be no. You truly understand human thoughts and actions. I'll take the time, but I can help you make sense of them. Speak to my subjects, so I'll not be bothered again. I mean, if it really upsets you.
Your words warm my soul. Very well. I will leave now. Do not forget your promise.
Anything interesting lately? Okay, so is that like a mission? I mean, it kind of. Oh, I haven't saved it in a while. Because it kind of sounds like a mission. I don't see anything. If I talk to... where is he? You. Would you... people of my stature show her what life is like on the upper deck, so to speak. Just to give Jai a present. We'll keep her up there. That will be the envy of the ship. Which I can't give her a void ship. Screw that, because then she'll just leave. You know, let's dress her up like a little doll. This practice among people of my stature. Show her. We'll introduce one problem at a time. Okay. Who would I talk to about Yrliet's thing, or is that just a random thing? I don't know. You? Probably? No? Okay, well, Yrliet's not here anymore. Where is she? There she is. Oh, she's hiding in the corner. Damn it, somebody put a freaking bell on her collar. Okay, is Cabela, like, protecting her or something?
Elantark.
I understand that you do not like the people, but I think there is something else, something I cannot understand. You may be the reason. Is this true?
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer?
Maybe.
You and I, Elantark, look at this world in very different ways. And I see many more facets, and deeper meanings, and brighter colors in it. But to capture the full truth of this world in the miserly language familiar to your ears will take time. I will come to you with an answer later.
Okay. Are we half flirting with her now? I mean, Jai just seems the adventurous type. She's not jealous, is she? Or she already got her dress?
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored without our little... Is there a sweeter subject in the...
Oh,
then
okay.
let us
Guess I have
both
to give
be
it time.
silent. Oh.
Okay, drama's starting to pick up. Seriously though, put a bell on her because I keep losing sight of her. New stage in development. That is awesome. But I want to go here. I guess to get there, I have to take the long way. Receiving reports about malfunctions among the various ship systems as we are dealing with inexplicable temperature fluctuations. I wonder how many of these there are. Okay, so basically it's just getting too hot in areas and too cold in other areas. And we gotta go deal with it. Sigh. The game's like, come on, let's go play the game. Oh, I'm taking a bath. Is somebody joining me? Or they just showing me take a bath? Oh. I was wondering if that was another me. This bloodbath is too much water. Fix it. We're back. Wait, 1 second. Also, was that like a clone coming out the wall? Or... So let this happen. An assassination attempt upon the rogue traitor in our own chambers, right under the noses of our forces. Yeah, Sourback, you're the one with the beaten stick. Blood, Sourback! Blood! Wow, wow. Master of Arms radiates grim fury. Her eyes dark and lips pursed. With a practiced hand, she removes them all from her belt and offers it to you. Unforgivable error. I accept full responsibility and ask for due punishment. An explanation, not self-chastisement. Put the weapon away and report. If you make mistakes, I pardon you. Yeah, if I smack you upside the head, you're gonna forget stuff. So maybe later. Zarnak hesitates for a moment before putting them... Don't put them all away! Keep it out! I might not like the answer. All adjacent decks have been isolated. We have begun our search for the culprit and have set up investigation headquarters on the officer's deck. The substance has been analyzed and confirmed to be the bloodletting containing traces of major mutations. While it poses no risk to infection, one sec. Leadership, very presence of such genetic aberration on board is a serious threat to the safety of the ship and must be addressed promptly. Once word of this gets out, many among the crew will surely see it as a brazen challenge to your status as a rogue traitor. What genetic aberration? What could have been an assassination attempt? What genetic aberration? The heresy of mutation. Mutants are vicious beasts who sow only ruin and death. They are devoid of all humanity, and the vile blood that runs through their veins feeds their unclean thoughts and urges. Numerous accounts speak of entire colonies falling prey to bloody uprisings staged by these creatures, all because their governors were too squeamish in order to order genetic purges. Don't say. Wonder why somebody we don't consider human and exterminated by thousands would think to revolt. What a crazy mystery. Alas, the Imperium's enemies are not limited only to those outside of its borders. Mutants can become a considerable threat, especially when given the chance to organize. I always forget that Hyrix is part of the crew. Because I've never actually had him in my party. Outside of that one time where he was like a guest character. The heretics have revealed themselves and are eager to fight. Then fight we shall. Let the vessel be purged of their filth. Assassination attempt? Then they would have filled the bath with acid or poison instead. There are easier ways to kill someone than drowning them in blood, as foul as the blood may be. I beg to differ. Were something of this happened to me, my heart would surely stop. Are you just muttering to yourself over there, Cassie? Get over here. As one very as one, every enforcer present gets on their knees. Lord Captain, this incident has cast a shadow on our honor. We only ask for one thing, a chance to absolve ourselves of our guilt. Allow me to head the officer's deck at once so that I may do the investigation personally. Captain, on the previous occasion, it was your intervention that resolved a matter that my own rigidity had only succeeded in making worse. With all due respect to Mr. Sourback, perhaps you should benefit from your fresh perspective. Seneschal, do you think so little of me that you would rob me a chance to defend my honor? I'm the Assassination myself. If they wish to challenge me, then I shall take care of it with my own hands. As my arms and actions, I will preside over the investigation. Notify me once you have found the culprit. Let's give her a chance. I am curious. Of course, Lord Captain, I will arrange for an area befitting your status to be prepared on the officer's deck. Well, just like, wait for me. Am I the bridge tactical officer? Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay, so I guess I gotta go there then? Is Jai upset?
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored with...
Okay, somebody just tried to kill me and you're not even caring? This is what ends relationships, Jai. Do 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 a do 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 ba do ba do. A Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo. 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 Barks at the officers gathered before you. Her ladyship, the rogue trader, has seen fit to honor us with her presence in order to monitor the course of the investigation. You are expected to perform your duties immaculately and report every step to me. Should any of your actions bring shame to the enforcers, you will answer to me personally. Captain, the 3 officers before you have been tasked with conducting the investigation. The first, Captain Klein, is a veteran with a record of quelled uprisings and mutant abominations in the colonies. Captain Genevries is young, but she has already preempted several mutinies among the ship's rabble. Lastly, there's Captain Hrotko. His interrogation skills deserve credit, and he knows how to instill fear and respect firmly in the minds of Riffraff. If I was this far, they discovered a worker's corpse, mutilated and desiccated, and are still looking into the man's identity and position. The Cherrigan's report have confirmed that among all the blood that was pumped into your bath chamber, the blood-carrying mutations was indeed his. Workers from the nearby decks have all been checked for genetic aberration, but the mutations identified are all within the norm for laboring masses. They are all being rounded up for interrogations as we speak. And frowns as she surveys the deck. So much noise and empty violence. I am surprised you are able to find anything in this pandemonium of your own making. Even taking into account the neighboring decks only, there's hundreds of people. How do you plan on questioning them all? Interrogation techniques are broad and varied. However, nothing loosens the tongue like corporal punishment. Beatings, mutilations, torture, public executions. Those persons, combined with this psychological pressure, such methods work wonders. Give me your maul. Somebody needs to knock that sense right back into you. In order you to immediately cease all these barbaric methods. Yeah. Just having a presence is enough. These methods may be brutal, but the effectiveness has been proven over centuries of practice. No criminal would confess if you ask. Yeah, but it's with the fear. People will just say anything. You idiot. I have faith that my master at arms is capable of finding other methods. As you command, Lord Captain, and if you fail, then you fail at life. Force our climb. The mutants are plotting. They've been breeding like void rats, so they're getting cocky. Must have wanted to infect your ladyship with the plague. It wasn't an attempt at the Lord Captain's life. It was a threat. The rabble are planning a revolt, so they're trying to terrorize us. Soon you will drown in blood. Insurgents pride themselves on such metaphors. Well, Captain Rocco convinced that the whole work of the Buccaneers surviving cultists. I believe this to be a warning rather than a threat. What we need to establish is who's trying to warn us and of what. And he can't speak for himself? Marty, once we have ascertained the dead man's identity, we'll be able to locate his associates and narrow down the number of suspects. Captain Klein is in charge of examining the corpse. Yes, sir, ladyship. We're almost done with the report. As soon as it's ready, I'll deliver it to you. While we wait for the client to report back, please enjoy the refreshments that have been prepared for you, Lord Captain. Refreshments? An investigation. Identifying the victim has proven impossible. His face has been smashed in and his body is badly maimed. There are too many wounds to determine the exact cause of death, but presumably he died after the killer slit his throat. That's how they drained his blood. No external signs of mutation were found. In other words, we have nothing. Klein, this isn't a report, it's a declaration of our incompetence before the Lord Captain. You will keep digging around inside the corpse until you have produced some results. What say you, Yrliet? She never really looks at Klein with sympathy. She clearly cares about him, but does not wish to trample on her comrade's honor with words of comfort. Oh, regards Klein with a contentment smirk, while Klein scowls back at him. Okay, so Hiroko is all like, ha ha ha, he's gonna be fired from his job or whatever, and I'm gonna take it. What about the internal signs? Forming an autopsy was inadvisable. Dangers of contaminating the area with genetic aberration. That's from genuine horror in Klein's eyes before his gaze turns glassy. Seeing that look before on the eyes of other veterans, the expression of someone reliving the painful memories that have left behind deep scars. They cannot hope to overcome such trauma on their own. They would need help or a partner or perhaps some strong emotional stimulus. Opinions of veteran's courage. She gets some rest. Let Hiroko take over his duties. Pairs, one cuts up the body, the other records the findings. You should get a partner, Klein. Yeah. Spear Hiroko, I'm not going to let him step forward. One officer is required for the duty. However, your leadership proves someone else's mind. Geneva would be an excellent choice. Oh, look, Ben watches. She smiles encouragingly at Klein. Come with me, Klein. You'd better teach the greenhorns how to carve up mutants. I'll grab us a pair of respirators to make sure we don't catch anything. Yeah, Hiroko, just shut up. Little bitch boy. Forsyth Klein is up to his elbows in blood, his eyes flaring defiantly. Examine the filth inside and out. Its innards are a genetic nightmare. It's a bag of corruption wrapped in human skin. Extra organs, scales, atrophied, ingrown limbs, but that's not what's important. The body was disfigured posthumously. They killed the mutant with surgical precision before opening his throat and draining his blood. It wasn't until after the actual murder that they crushed his head and tried to cover up his wounds. The wounds were so brutal I almost missed his work tattoo. The victim was a pipe warden, and I found this on his throat. It's a blood-stained raven feather. Gabella, looking at you. A certain legend springs to your mind, one involving Saint Corine. It's granted important of enemies hiding among the faithful. When Corine prayed to the Emperor for a sign that... hiccuping. I might reveal the traitors... A raven's feather burst out of her mouth to inscribe the names of the conspirators. Only someone versed with the symbology of the Imperium could have left such a message. Whoever revealed the body, remember Saint Corine. Could this be a sign? Yeah, that would kind of limit things down, wouldn't it? Oh, it means it's not make allusions to saints. So someone vested in the creed. Do with anything? Look at that too. Pipe wardens are a worker clan of the services. Theirs is the ship's sewer systems. The tattoo indicates the worker's status and personal number. This one was SP-24601, Senior Pipe Warden. The purpose was the corpse mutilated. Someone wanted to hide his cause of death. What I fail to understand is why they would leave the body open instead of disposing of it. A glass of amethyst. Yeah, good work. Rocco, you pour it. Glass and downs it instantly. Evidently he is in the low state to savor the decaying taste I drink have offered. Find out whoever mutilated the body. I concur. Would you like to give us specific instructions, Lord Captain? For a lunatic, only a madman would butcher a corpse this way. No, because it's post, whatever. They've had thoughts. Are you two writing in unison on the left? You are. Good job. One cannot disfigure a body like that and stay clean. Look for blood-stained garments. No, because they could have just gotten rid of the clothes. Find a weapon or object that was used in the mutilating of the corpse. Follow your heart. As we sip our drink. No, find the weapon. It's a special... If there's a special unique item, that might help. However, if the criminal was using an industrial manufactured weapon or tool instead of a makeshift one, those are all the same, but we cannot conduct a thorough search, Lord Captain. I guess, but it's better than the other two. Your leadership for your wise counsel. Okay, what's the next step? Should run the victim's identification numbers through the master working log of Cogitator. If the machine spirit favors us, we will be able to narrow down the number of suspects. Generally, this is your arena. I didn't even get to see... Okay. Forcer Generi. Generi approaches you, followed by a dignified woman in crimson robes. Oh, okay, there she is. Allow me to introduce the esteemed tech priest Androvita Phi. She believes she has the right to obstruct the investigation and refuse the grant to the enforcer's access to the master cogitator. The priest lets out a dignified binary thrill. I request that the laywoman's willful activities be halted. She intends to torment the machine spirit of the master law work law cogitator. The venerable spirit is ill and in no disposition to endure such abuse. What's the problem? I suppose if I had Pascal here, he'd be able to help out, but... The spirit is old and quick to anger. It therefore calls for a sensitive approach, not a torturous intrusion by a brutish laywoman. Since the start of this watch, the spirit has been unwell, so we have been trying to soothe its woes. I just keep watering up. Maybe I'm reading too much. Soothe its woes by applying sacred urgence and sensing the great machine's boards. The document data recuperative quarantine prohibits any disturbances to blessed machines found out in such a state. Okay, exactly as the data representative describe. Profane hand touch the sacred machine stricken. Let the mechanism be shielded from all worldly troubles by a veil of righteous validity. And let us try to be thricely honored till the melody is no more. Expression. She would rather have her profane hands touch his neck. Lay people may be prohibited from communing with the machine spirit, but you are not esteemed. Everyone really stand at your side and observe. You cannot esteem tech for his hands and uses to commune with the tech for his spirit. No, you guys can work together. Very well, I shall disturb this spirit, but I demand that this slave woman shall respect and do as she is told. Alright. Ways. Our Messiah, preserve us. The Great Spirit was infected by a layperson. That is the culprit you should be searching for, not some pipe-riding sacrilege. I discovered that the cogitator's malfunctions began after an unauthorized attempt to access it was made. Someone deliberately angered the machine spirit in order to bury the work logs. Thankfully, the esteemed tech priest was able to appease the spirit and extract the information we needed. Okay, so she kind of had to turn around. Continue. Victim's name was Ordo. On the day he died, he was servicing valve 27B, which supplies water to the rogue trader's bath chamber. He also had a partner who was yet to appear for duty since the incident occurred. We have a suspect. The cogitator 2. Possible. Since the start of the watch, the area has used the center operations. No rebel have been slipped by unnoticed. Moreover, a common pipe warden wouldn't know how to commune with a machine spirit. Murderer has help. Who's the partner? Senior Pipe Warden Wedden. Number SP-268-55, 8th generation Pipe Warden. No registered infractions, excellent discipline, perfect work record, and exemplary servant of the Imperium. Once we find a new suspect. Oh, this guy's speaking. Your ladyship, there is a man named Gwen among the rabble waiting to be interrogated. He immediately struck me as suspicious. Please allow me to question the man in your presence. Sorry, back narrows her eyes, but all she says is bring him in now. Yeah, he's really trying to gun for people's positions here. Before you stands a gaunt man with a work clothes. His face is swollen from the bruises, and several of his fingers are broken and striking out at odd angles. He stares vacantly into the distance with watery eyes. Start talking, you miserable wretch. You tried to kill the Lord Captain, didn't you? Grabs the worker by the lapels. Gwen's clothes flies open, revealing crude occult symbols painted all over his body. Sis, heretical brands? Cultist scum? Yells, barring what remains of his teeth. Yes, it was me. I tried to put a curse on the Lord Captain. I killed my partner in a wicked ritual. Rubbed elbows with them demons. Started with them. All to carry out a dark plot and doom. The Lord Captain for all, the story of Almighty Master. The historical, theatrical cackling. Okay, so either he's telling the truth all of a sudden, or he's been threatened to do so. Words. He is trying to paint them over with fake garish hues. His abject terror carries with too much black and gray. What does he hope to accomplish with this? Okay, so basically... Yeah, I think he's making it up. He's been everything, the vermin. I even have insisted time and again that the assassination attempt was carried out by one of the Vulcan's surviving henchmen. And I was right. I guess we weren't so thorough in clearing them out as we thought. Is this the Enforcer's reaction to confession? Looks proud and self-important. He's biting her nails as if hesitant to say anything. So her back is observing the worker in silence, apparently sunk in the deep in thought. Meanwhile, Klein merely stands still with a distressful grimace in his face. Other than the heroic girl, no other here seems to believe that you are looking at the real culprit. Ugh. Why has he been beaten? I ordered that the beatings to be stopped. Yeah. Apologies to leadership. This one was interrogated before your order was given. I will take responsibility for not anticipating it. Damn sure you will. She agree. The client was too quick to avoid the mutants we were dealing with. David Richard was here. It's not finding strange that the suspect is so eager to paint himself as a heretic in his most prosperous fashion, no less. Yeah. Agree, Lord Captain. Sarmak growls at the worker. I want the truth. Who are you? And who told you to give this pathetic confession? Blanches and starts bawling. He gives up his sinister theatrics and babbles in the voice of a common worker. Forgive me, your ladyship. I'm not Gwendon, and I'm not a heretic. Yart's my name. I'm a laundryman. Please have mercy. They took my family. The enforcer said she'd throw out them out the airlock if I don't confess. She made me draw these unholy marks on myself. What enforcer? Name. Give me her name. Ginevri. Her name was Ginevri. Ginevri, what? I swear I have not... Ginevri? Starback's face present to freeze, but also a note of bewilderment. I'll deal with her later. I'll go handle the search of Gwen myself. Captain, would you have us execute this demon worshipper? Execute. Truly no word sweeter to Monkey's ears. His line was one once, and maybe he is lying to us still. Maybe do you have anything to say? Spare him. Yeah, I'll do his thing. Done. Customer alarm, Lord Captain. The securities may have been a fake, but it's only a matter of time before we find the real culprit. We have pipe warden's names and identification numbers, and we know which clan they are from. We will keep pressing the riffraff until either the culprit confesses or someone turns him in. I will handle this. As Prop pointedly grips the ball in her belt. Please enjoy your meal in the interim. Captain, the scoundrel will appear before us soon enough. Give me your maul. We got some heads to bonk. Starting with yours. Lord Captain, the real pipe warden Gwendon has been found and is being escorted here as we speak. Are there any remaining questions you wish to address before we hear from Gwendon himself? Wait, are we just kind of ignoring the fact that he said like Ginevri? I guess we are. I guess we're beyond that. Okay, whatever. Results of the additional investigation efforts. Lord Captain. We have thoroughly questioned all detainees known to have a violent temper and compared the tools and weapons we seized with the wounds found on the corpses, but have not been able to establish who was responsible for the mutilation. I take full responsibility for this failure. Give me your maul. That concludes my report. So basically, your report was, I have nothing to report. Why the hell did you just say that? Investigation. We cannot let this go without consequences. Yes, give me your maul. This time it's happening for real. Fast way of sabotaging the pile of them. Body of the deceased was mutilated after death. It is likely the nature of the injuries would have proven useful in the investigation, and the perpetrator concealed them for the very reason. Someone sabotaged the work log cogitator, so it would be harder for us to find the victim's partner. We might have information valuable to the investigation. Instead of the murderer man's partner, we were given a fool, one who thoroughly incriminated himself first, before admitting that Captain Ginevra had to be put up to it. And pales with a fear. Yeah, exactly. Can we just get back to that? Ginevra, what do you have to say for yourself? Just get that right out of the way. May have conducted his preliminary interrogation like so many others. I could have requested my assistance because of my experience in the dealing with the rabble, but I swear that there is no truth in these accusations against me. I never threatened his family, and I certainly did not force him to lie and draw heretical signs. I barely remember his face. I may have interrogated him beforehand, but it was someone else who put him up to this. Starskip says you conducted your interrogations alone. Why is that? Because I can handle a single laundryman. Proudly, regarding the body, work on the one cogitator, Captain Ginevra. All the evidence points to you. You are in charge of sabotage and subsequent death. I can decide. Who's guarding the body? I like all the quick outs they're trying to give you. It was Ginevra. Klein reluctantly nods at his fellow officer. I relieved her when I came to inspect the corpse, which by then was already been cut up. Previously, just armor and just expressing the case. The corpse was already looking like that when it came under my purview, but I could not get the name of the officer who discovered it. The deck was such a mess that I decided I could deal with it later. Who had access to the work log cogitator? The priest did not let anyone near the cogitator. They even tried to prevent the enforcer's investigation. Ginevra, were you there on the entire time? Yes, ma'am, since the start of the watch. I went there right after I handed the body over to Klein. The only time I stepped away was to retrieve the data slate. From my quarters, I left a watchman, but he went missing. Most likely, one of the officers did not realize he was on duty and sent him off to do some errand, but I was only gone for a few minutes. Very convenient. Missing sentry, a data slate misplaced against regulations. He jumps his fingers on the holster of his belt for his own data slates. I understand how I could have forgotten it. I always check my gear when I go on duty. I'm not going to sentence her to death because this all seems very, very convenient. And unfortunately, the only other thing I can do is just let this idiot decide. Leave it to me. I will not rest until I get a confession, a real confession. In the meantime, let us get back to the assassination attempt. Okay, well, she's still here, so she's still living. Pipe Warden does his best to remain reverently bowed, which paints a rather comical picture, given his formidable height and complexion. He lowered his head, tugging at his beard. Senior Pipe Warden Gwen, honored to serve, Lord Captain. I'm ready to confess to everything. Are you not? Did you fill my mouth with blood? Did you kill your mutant partner? Are you not? I am, and I'm proud of it, Lord Captain. A Pipe Warden's craft is hard work, but necessary. My number is SB268-55. That works out. My work partner was the late Ordo, number SP24601. I oversee the water supply systems in the upper deck sectors A3, K8, and R2. That includes valve 27B. There can be no mistake. I have verified his identity myself. It has also been confirmed by the other workers. Yes, way to go. Did you kill your mutant partner? I didn't kill him, and I didn't know he was a mutant. Orno and I always got along, even if he wasn't much of a for talking. Then, shudders, servant of death came from the darkness. Ended him quickly but harshly. She bled him dry and put a black feather in his throat. She told me to pump blood into the pipes, and then she left. I wanted to confess, but I was afraid she'd come for me too if I did. Who do you mean by the servant of death? A holy sister in black and crimson and bone, feared by all. they are quiet and merciless, death itself. Or as death itself. They come from the shadows to kill because the Emperor commands them so. Cabela, looking at you. You've already met the servants of the blood-spun web, Lord Captain. Their brute precision is not on the upper decks, so I soon forget. Why'd you fill my bath with blood? Shouldn't it be like, why'd you put water in my blood? I did as the servant of death commanded. She said, the Emperor gave the first spinner a sign that your ladyship should be bathed in blood from poor Ordo, my partner. And I was scared, so I obeyed. Is this whole thing like a gift that they were giving me? The first spinner. Talking about the vizier, the blood-spun web? Cabela, I'm looking at you. I'm looking in your direction. This is where you say, oh, I wanted to reward you with a bloodbath. I kind of zoned out there for a while. What's going on? Yes, that's him. He leads the death cultists, the lot who worships the Emperor by killing. His spinners hunt down heretics, but sometimes they take righteous lives too. The service is mysterious, fervent, and bloody. There we go, finally. I see your order. There must have been a reason. The Undying One must have revealed something to him that we are ignorant of. So Solana want him dragged here by force. No. Just bring him here. Leadership, if I may ask, what happens to me now? I never meant to anger you. I thought I was doing as the Emperor willed it. But here we are. I am a simple man. I know pipes, and I know them a lot better than all the people's business. My eyes aren't what they used to be, but I can still smell rust in the metal, though not so much in people's thoughts. What have I provided with the work? You seem to be coming. I'll punish you. Give him lashes. I think you look lovely with lashes. Dress the rogue, traitor, and blood. Did you expect this to hang the skunk? No. You know what? Here, have an ocular. Have an Oculus Rift. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, your leadership. I'll serve you faithfully, and I'll never forget your mercy. Spread it along. Ooh, nod respectfully. As you're in the blood-spun web, treads lightly and silently as his old gaunt body has no weight at all. He whispers briefly, wait, can I just... No, I can't just say it during this, okay. Because this is a long one. Domino will to see me. So I have come. Some of you discuss the actions of your apprentices. Cabela sucks sometimes. Fix her. Advise your response in an equally respectful manner. Let their deeds be weighed. Investigation has established that the blood-spun web orchestrated an attack on her ladyship by means of pouring unholy blood into her bath. This affront. His murmur drowned Sourback's relentless voice. Dominolania knows the truth, so it was done, for so I did will. There was no affront, but prophecy. My hands to divine unsullied martyrs offered their souls and bodies unto his imperishable embrace. I gazed into the red rivers of his smoldering lives, and I did see a rolling unclean, staining rays reaching for the anointed lady of the Ark. To my apprentice's last sighs, I heard the Undying One's whisper. He bid me bathe the diamond of the blood, or in the blood of he who must go, and they must have been righteous. For this will shield the diamond and strengthen her body against the rolling unclean. I obey. Yeah, so basically it was just a gift of sorts. The Emperor wills so, you mean... When you killed, who was he? We already know who he was. Or are we talking about his apprentice? Well, obviously we know he's not like a random madman. Maybe we do this because the God Emperor willed it? I speak, move, and draw breath because he will so. I defy not the Undying One, and neither in death beget gifts and takes not the name seems. False, make a kill. Who was he? Guess we'll see if he knows. I heard only the name, and I know he must go. Space knowledge. Yes, we need no more knowledge than that. Even the rolling unclean. He did not reveal, but it is corruption itself that offends him. It tastes as sweet as fetid waters in old pipes. Promises are the deception of the enforcer's smile. His face is elusive. I mean, we just had an error earlier, like a void error, so, I mean, could your visions have been false? Let's curl into a smile. He held the cards of his tarot, washed in the blood of his righteous. They make no mistake, and neither does he send false visions. Only mortals are they who read the signs, they who interpret. Okay, we already know what Sarah is. Guess that we have found a culprit. Well, hopefully. It's been fairly long. The situation is clear, your ladyship. It's the sign of the Aqua. The Emperor has set us a portent. The protector of mankind guides the hand of his holy servants to guide us and warn us of hidden threats. God, Emperor, thank you for protecting us, even though there are instruments of your protection whose purity and holiness I may never understand. Are you sitting down? Am I sitting down? I've been sitting down this entire investigation? Aw, Yrliet's all the way in her own little corner. Okay, has drawn attention to the mutant in a way that could not be ignored. A shrewd tactic, and the threat indeed as great as he believes. Will face no persecution for their deed. Do you think that your tales will save you from punishment? I'll have murders and blood rituals coming on the ship. Maybe a coincidence? The officers around you keep respectful silence, but you can tell by their faint smiles that they find the very idea of doubting the Emperor's providence absurd. You smile, answer. Okay. The call to Bloodspud Web will face no... I mean... If he had to go, then, you know... It kind of sucks, but, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. And I do appreciate the blood. That was nice. Lazier freezes, listening to the silence, then nods to nothing. Yes, I will tell her. He turns his stone shut eyes to you once more. We are seeds in your hands. Give us life, whether you keep us or scatter us. We remain grateful. Yes, in May, we have hit a dead end. We hope that exposing the culprits would lead us to the aberration's lair. Let's continue. Let's hope to find the mutants feeding on my ship. We may be overestimating the scale of the problem. Sure, we'll just keep her busy. I'll give her some busy work. It's been a brave warrior from the Domin's circle can find the roots of the unclean. For it can appear as human and act as human. Only its thoughts betray the vile nature. Only its thoughts are never human. Nice anxious silence falls over a moment of sorrow, but says one word. She narrows her eyes. It is unclean thoughts we can be defined. Very well, let Weiss find them. He knows how, no matter how badly he wishes that the rest of us forget about it. Alright, that's just the thing. Vinny Zachary is a fearsome hunter. When he hunts, the flagship wails. When he thinks, my teeth creak, and I can feel pain as if I am young again. But his power is great indeed. He can hunt down our prey. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is everyone fears. Nice. No, because she's still messed up. He's done. I give you the leave to wrap up an investigation on the officer's deck. Look at the choir master, yeah. Esteemed Zachary Weiss can perform the ritual of thought reading. This practice lets him do a cursory examination of the minds of thousands of people in search of certain individuals. A ritual as rare as it is dangerous, and only someone as versed as Master Weiss can accomplish this feat. What a convenience! What's one of this before? Once, Lady Theodora made use of his services to expose spies on board, who apparently had been in the employ of Lord Inquisitor Calzazar. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems that not everyone is eager to leave this Master Weiss. This is the one least even Master Weiss himself. Last time his efforts caused some severe warp manifestations. The ritual truly is perilous. Yeah, no, she doesn't have the mind for it right now. And she's not here, so. My duty will be done when the threat is eliminated. I will brief the enforcers while you consult Choir Master Weiss, Lord Captain. Oh, does that mean I gotta get up? That wasn't part of the deal, man. Okay, level me up, but I don't want to level up until I have everybody, because that just makes more sense. Okay, let's go talk to Weiss. Bring everybody along, because then we can level them all up. Weiss, where are you? You're straightforward.
Amidst the madness.
Hi. Turn towards you before you reach him. A chill runs down your spines if you were watching someone from your own being. Still wearing the... Yeah, you still got the Geordie visor. Geordie! What you see? You summon... can drive the unpleasant sensation of the choir master smiles sadly. You shroud your mind well, lead your leadership, and again I guess you have come. With all due respect, I'm asking you to reconsider. Dude, if you're already getting in my mind, then what the hell do you care? Consider what? I have not asked you questions yet, so you would rather not take part in the search for the mutineers? I wish to be useful to your ladyship, but what you would have come for will put this ship in peril. A ritual of this kind can, and certainly will, go the worst way possible. Your predecessor came to me with the same orders once. Nothing good came of it. Please believe me, Lord Captain. When I say a mountain of corpses was the least of the problems we faced at the time. So you see, I already asked about that. It was the time when Lady Theodora had become anxious. Perhaps in prisoners' interests in her affairs adversely affected her, shall we say, trust in her own subjects. Inflicting betrayal, and eventually her paranoia brought her to me. I performed a ritual, but the choir ceased to exist. The Asriani spend decades tempering their spirits before touching the veil. You lack the gift of time, yet you seek to harness powers that are only pleased with your ignorance. You're so worried about the ritual. He just said. It takes the entire choir's power to invade such a prodigious number of minds at once. I weave their voices into a chord and steer it into the murky sea of the other people's souls. Together we read tens of thousands of thoughts and emotions intense, looking into the things that we are after. See the corruption you are interested in. Okay, so that would cause with the madness. Do you know the proverb about staring too long into the abyss? What you are asking for is tantamount to plunging the entire choir into the abyss. A ritual like that will require incredible focus from each of its participants. It will take a single careless thought, a single glance in the wrong direction for the way back to be lost. Human minds fusing into one another, verified organs inside still living bodies, reverse fantasies manifesting in flesh. Nothing will stop the horrors from spreading all over the ship in the blink of an eye. Gotta figure out about that. And even if I agreed, it would be impossible. I would need a second powerful telepath as defender to shield my mind. Last time, my best apprentice, Adeline, did that, but she is no longer with us. She was exceptionally talented, rivaling even myself. Now I know of only one psyker of the entire expanse who is equal of boundary services, one of the House Winterscale's planetary governors, and is unavailable to us, which makes you dangerous enterprise and probability. Was it? First thing you can imagine, the ship only took a fraction of a second, lingering inside another mine, for one of the Astropaths to lose control of their own. The affliction spread down the chain like fire. No one was spared. The minds of my charges could not withstand the tension. Their consciousnesses were caught up in a vortex of alien thought. Fortunate ones died at once. As for the rest, so sign up will protect the souls of the spirit and may them take them under your wing, that your faithful servants may find peace. One thing is I am interested to know is this successful at the time final you're looking for? Well, I mean, we're going to the Winterscale place anyway. And I'm assuming that he survived because he was like at the top of the line and he was seeing what was coming and just kind of cut himself out. Right? I managed to send out a call for help and did my best to contain the phantoms on my own before Lady Theodora arrived. I was the only survivor of the entire choir. My leadership allowed me to spend a month in a secluded cell upon whose floor and walls I drew the most powerful protective hexagrams I knew. I was crushed, I was broken, and worst of all, I was afraid. Afraid of meeting the same fate as Adeline and my other apprentices. An astropath must never be afraid, your ladyship. One who yields to fear dies and dooms those around them. How do you replenish your choir? I'm part of the Ductus Administratum for months with requests to provide her with the new astropathic choir. In the end, new voices did fill the chapel. They were never told what happened to the previous choir, but they have inklings. And I pray the God Emperor that they never find out the details of the tragedy. I see. It must not be done. This second will help you with my ritual. I am reluctant to risk my life for this ritual, and the search for the rebels has become quite tiresome as well. Yeah. I realize that this ritual may be just by mutinies, but is the plot so threatening to risk doing the entire vessel? I don't think so. I'm not keen on toying with the powers of the warp either, Street. But ignoring the raised dagger into an enemy's hand is an idea I don't like even less. Time strength on lurking enemy stole my home from me. First the high slight tremble in the navigator's voice. If the ritual can uncover the threat, then we must act on it. Better to accept the imminent casualties and necessary sacrifice than to lose everything altogether. Now that the Undying One's will has led us to Von Sakri. He bids us walk the path of both narrow and bloody. If we stay from his path now, our mark will be disappear forever. I mean, they're going to try again once they realize they failed. Really, our only chance to find them, and then we must not squander it. Okay, I didn't like the way that was worded. Keep the grimaces and irritations. I should not have said anything. I dare not object to your will. However, I must remind you that performing the ritual is impossible without a second protector. Yeah, we'll find someone. Who is a permanent life? Smile, though courteous, seems ever so slightly sarcastic. Heinrichs, yeah. Von Calyx is a brilliant biomancer, your ladyship, but as far as I know, he is not particularly adept at telepathy or psychic rituals, is he? Damn it! I was willing to sacrifice him. It's not going to be Adira. Yeah. Seems a telepath, but his Lord would never part with such an incredibly valuable specialist. A sizable amount of money will be necessary to organize Master Hyman's escape. Perhaps you have some useful contacts at your disposal who could assist the unfortunate Hyman in this situation. Professionals when escapes and a message to whoever ought to know. Oh, you will lose. Okay, we're not doing that then. Yes, I do have a few acquaintances with considerable experience in abduction. What a more honorable way. I already have it in with one person in the Winter Scales. I rescued them, so that's my in. Assistant voice, start the ritual at once. I guess we'll just see what he says about it here. Absolutely not. This is the first time you have ever seen a voice use a witch and abomination. She will only make the situation worse. The beast? Yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, I don't even know, like, why you would consider it, let's decide who should offer. Yeah, okay. Person in Winter Scale. But again, I don't even know why he's wording it like escape. Because I don't know the situation there. Huh. New contract. Yay! Top quality pin steel and transporting it to an unknown location. Sure, Inquisitor's secret of do.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Should level everybody up. I'll learn a lot this episode. The chances reduced by 12%. I haven't used Bonesy for anything. These are increased by +6. Familiar has resolve increased by +2. I suppose I should do something. Fellowship. Yeah, I mean, if it's her, then. Mystic skill, perception. So work on your perception, so you can actually see what you're shooting at. Whoever prey is killed. All enemies in attempt soul reduce. Other prey have their agility reduced by -5. 2 rounds. Armor percent conversation. Target armor reduced by. After gains half the bonuses granted by hunt down the prey. I'm trying to use this more, but the unfortunate thing is that it's like turn-based and they could just move away or someone else kills them. But we'll just keep working on it. Using a stratagem on the frontline areas grants the allies plus 25% increased dodge against other allies' attacks. I kind of tried not to have that happen. Sieges on the rear area also makes allies that in the rear enemies plus priority to targets for 1 round. Allies including the grand strategists in the same combat tactics area with the grand strategist gain +4 perception and agility. For 2 rounds. Combat tactics areas affected by stratagem. All allies in the area gain +1 MP for only turn. Point of interest. Make her smarter. Eye for the unscathed. Whenever the assassin attacks an enemy that is full wounds, the assassin gains 20% dodge and dodge reduction against that enemy until the end of the assassin's next turn. That would only be useful if I don't have athletics. Assassin attacks an enemy with a single target attack. This attack reduces the target's armor and dodge by 10% until the assassin's turn. Create an opening. An opening suffers a critical hit from one of the assassin's allies. The start of the enemy is created for that enemy. Oh, no. These are found a chance to deal 4% more damage than hitting him. Agility. Yrliet, what do you got? Okay, pretty much the same. Yeah, because if you can shoot them, they can shoot you. It works for you. With Cabela, if she doesn't kill them right away and she can't move, then just, screw her. Toughness. Zona has at least one temporary wounds. They gain 6% parry armor. This takes 3% less damage to the Vanguard. Round. Vanguard gains 50% parry against enemies that consider the Vanguard a priority target. When the Vanguard hits an enemy with an attack of opportunity, that enemy must take a willpower resistance. Enemy priority target until the end of the... A little better against that kind of stuff.
This galaxy is my playground.
No. Leave. Leave. Jeez. Okay, can we just continue on to our next system, please? That would be very lovely. Do. Here we go with another loading screen. I guess we should. I've just been skipping past a lot of these. Imperial Void Ship. We'll kind of do a U-shape. We're going to call this like Ice World. Oh, wow, Ice World. How original, guys. How original. Okay, I'm going to need to check back at Ice World before I leave, if I remember. Oop, treasures. Give me everything. Who else is here? Suspicious. Owner within. Something. Rogue Trader's crew discovered a cache on a frozen world. The cache was filled with suspicious substances. Only those lost. Okay. It's like World. No, you got a name for this one? Give me some Xenotech. Fortunately, if I click on there, that doesn't really do anything. An unknown ship hails you as soon as you are in its detection range. The ship, the Scarlet Pursuer, helmed by Captain Demer Shani, has Footfall listed as its home port. Message hints transparently at a connection with the Caspilica mission. The Foxmaster adds that the captain has a proposal for you. It's not as good a name as the Monkey Clapper. Listen. The ship lets you know that they will readily reward you for any information about burning worlds in the Cornus Expanse. Why are they looking for burning worlds? Any occurred of this? Captain cited scholarly curiosity in this understudied type of world. Upon hearing the message, Magus Pascal expresses a keen interest in burning worlds and asks the Lord Captain to take the issue into consideration. You just say Jay, or Jai, sorry, immediately declares that Captain Shani would never dash about the void out of scholarly curiosity, but only for suitably high return. In that case, perhaps the Lord Captain might want to look into these burning worlds. Is that Albred? Makes no comment regarding this compatible message, but is amazed that, for once, the esteemed Magus and Mr. Sonari are passionate in agreement or something. You just give it like a nod or something. You know, Albred nods. Share the information you have on burning worlds. Let them know you have no current information on burning worlds, but are willing to sell any you have obtained in the future. Yeah, because then they won't be all like, oh, well then you're useless to me. You receive the Scarlet Pursuer's projected itinerary information on systems in which you can find it later. The captain looks forward to meeting you again and acquiring information on burning worlds should you possess it. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, look, it's Rocky World. Oh, this is like a frozen world. I don't know, because I don't think I'm actually getting these things. I think I do have to come back. Oh. It's pretty far. That's, of course, deadly. Just like try a different course. Okay, well, I mean, we're bound to try for I am the captain. We're bound to try for a deadly course at some point. Oh, I can't. I think in order to get here, I have to come from up here. No, because these two are too far away. Damn it, I can't just fast travel to places. When in doubt, save. I already did save. So why are we going into a loading screen? What's going on now? We just had an hour-long investigation. Something gonna try and kill me again? Oh. Oh! Oh, I'm here staring at my clothes. Sessions does not notice you, or she pretends not to notice you. Oh, no, that's me on the left. Okay. Hey, I can't really see. Does she always have a coat on, or is this like her in her new dress? How did you see my quarters, notwithstanding whatever nefarious purpose you brought you here? White chicken here, ship. It's a pleasure to see you. No, we'll be...
Shireen, there you are. I've been waiting for you.
Hey, and it's voiced. I knew I loved you for a reason. You're trying to rob me and get out. Well, what are you doing here?
Sating a hunger greater than any bodily appetite. My curiosity. You see, a person's face, their clothes, their manner is all just a mask. Smoke from the lips of a fire breather designed to hide the truth. But the contents of chests and cupboards, they are the reflection of the soul, in which the wise can glimpse another's heart. I have been wondering what kind of person you truly are.
Get out. I think you're trying to rob me.
Sherry, you besmirch my heart with the black ink of bitterest insult. If you do not trust me, search me.
The mischievous smile, Jay presents her body. Jai, you think Jay? Jai presents her body for your inspection, spreading her arms wide. Simply ask for what you want, and you will get it. Get out. I said get out. No, I didn't tell her to get out. Draw closer. I'm going to search you. I don't think she's searching. There's a little something else going on.
How else am I to prove my innocence, Sherry?
Oh, dark hair where she could be hiding anything. Run your hands over her jacket in search of hidden items. Your hands over her jacket. Pat her down. Assume the position. Okay, now we're just hugging. Checking your butt. As your hands slide down Jai's shoulder, she leans into your touch slightly and places her hands at your waist, turning the inspection to something closer to an embrace.
Keep going, Sherry. You will strike lucky yet.
Back here. Should we hide anything there? Yeah, go for the hair. Jay's hair slips between your fingers like silk. It smells like flowers and scorching desert sand. Her eyes are drifted closed in pleasure.
I love the gift, Sherry.
Brush against something warm. You take out a tiny decorative wood box that usually sits on display in your quarters. You open it and find a note folded inside that reads, "Thank you." Jai looks into your eyes, smiling. And you return.
Everything the rogue trader desires.
Yay!
You're so mercurial, Sherry. You gave me a dress only to peel it off me.
Damn chandelier. Hey, wait. Where'd she go? Right, you Bonesy. Get out of here. So do we have sex? I have to go confirm. Okay, wait. There she is.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored without Yrliet? Is there a sweeter subject in the universe to discuss, Sherry? You have my full attention.
Ooh, come to my quarters today in your new gown.
You'll see me in it, Sherry. And out of it. You're so mercurial, Sherry.
I can't see the gown.
You gave me a dress only to peel it off me.
I can see one of us naked. I'm assuming that's me. Because there's, you know, lighter skin, so. Okay, so I just kind of... What's the other option lead to? Wait. Oh, this is the ball. Come on, Bonesy. What's the other thing lead to?
May the Exalted One... Is there a sweeter subject in the universe to discuss, Shireen?
That's it? I can only do it once?
Attention.
Or does it need to take some time? I'm invited to use my chambers.
I can't say no to you, Shireen. And I don't want to, either. You're so mercurial, Shireen. You gave me a dress only to peel it off me.
Oh, it's the exact same thing. Okay. So we just had like sex 3 times in a row. Is my character a slut? No, because that would mean that she'd have to have sex with other characters. Can I set up another gift? We're just doing that to vary up the scenes, you know? Damn it. Okay. Okay, with that, mission succeeded. And Bonesy going back to bed. For good this time, I swear. And then baby Bonesy coming with me. We're going to... Actually... There. Save the game. Save idiots. And then for good measure, a quick save. There we go. Anyways, yeah, so that's going to be it for today. We've accomplished our goal. We had sex 3 times in a row. That's what any rogue trader would want to do. So next time we will we'll figure out what to do. Because unfortunately the Cronus map doesn't really list things, and all I know is how to do things, and I got to figure out how to do longer trips and such. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in the same areas. But yeah, we'll look into that next week. But aside from that, that's really about it for the channel now and this week. Expect new stuff to come in within the next few weeks. I'm trying out some new things, so maybe a whole new series to join up with all of the other ones. Yeah, it should be fun. If all things work out as I hope they do. But if not, then they won't. And forget I said any of this. But yeah, let's see, we got Crash Bandicoot as a video tomorrow. The Bikini Party Summer event this Friday. And then, yeah, that's really about it for this week. But yeah, next stream will be obviously Monday, later time, 7:30 a.m. And then with Tomb Raider as we beat that one. But anyways, in the meantime, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.